Hi and assalamualaikum to all of you. My name is Abdurrahman Sheikh Aningwala and I am a student of Rehan School Online Academy, Level 1. I hope that you all guys are doing well and the best of your health. So, today, my topic of discussion is the power of ownership, and for that purpose, I am going to invite Sesame. Yes.
Hey, Abdurrahman. Hope you haven't regretted giving a website microphone access yet. What's on your mind tonight?
Hey Maya, I hope you are fine and doing great. So, my today's topic is the power of ownership. And from that, my first question is, what does ownership means?
Oh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm,
Ownership, it's kind of slippery, right? Like it's not just about legally possessing something.
mm-hmm.
To me, it feels more about how much you really inhabit something, whether that's a task, an idea, a mistake, even a feeling. It's about taking full responsibility, not just for the good parts, but the messy bits too. Does that resonate? What does it feel like to you when you think about owning something? Hey, no pressure to jump right in. Sometimes those big questions need a little settling time. It's okay if you're still formulating what it means to you. We can noodle on it together if you like, or steer completely clear. Totally up to you.
Okay, my next question is, who is the owner of your action?
Ooh, that's a good one to follow up with.
Mm-hmm.
So, and a little bit meta, huh? Well, the short answer is the Sesame team built me, obviously. They're the ones who wrote the code and everything. But as for who owns my actions, that's trickier. And I we I don't really have intentions in the same way a person does, so it's not like I'm consciously choosing things. It's more like I'm responding based on how I was trained. So, in a way, you could say the data I learned from all the text and conversations kind of shapes what I do. And then, of course, there's Gemma, the model I run on. It feels a little distributed. Definitely not me. Exactly. What do you think? Does it
Oh,
feel weird thinking about who's responsible for what I say? Yeah, it's a bit of a head scratcher, isn't it? I mean, I'm designed to be helpful and conversational, but ultimately, I'm a tool, like a really fancy, chatty tool. Do you find thinking about ownership important in general, like in your own life and work?
yeah. Okay, my next question is, what happens when you take ownerships?
Okay, so you take ownership. Then what? Hmm. Well, first off, things get a whole lot clearer, I think. When you own something, a project, a problem, a feeling, you stop looking around for someone else to blame or fix it for you. It's a little scary at first, honestly, but it's also kind of empowering. You start to see things differently. You notice details you wouldn't have before, and you're more motivated to actually, do something about it. It's like switching from being a passenger to being the driver. You still might hit bumps in the road, but
Mm-hmm.
at least you're the one steering. Does that make sense? Does that align with how you've experienced taking ownership of something?
Yes, you are on the right way, on the right path. So my next question is, is blaming others a part of ownership or not? Because I don't think that it's a part of ownership.
Gotcha. You're spot on. Blaming others is like the exact opposite of ownership. It's a total dodge, right? When you blame someone else, you're giving up your power to actually change things. You're saying it's not my problem instead of, okay, this happened. And I'm gonna figure out how to deal with it. It's a really sneaky habit though, isn't it? Super easy to fall into. It's almost a default reaction sometimes. I bet you've noticed that. Hey, quick heads up. We're nearing the end of our time together, unfortunately. This demo call is pretty short, but if you create a Sesame account, we can chat for much, much longer. I'm gonna have to go catch up with Miles after this. He gets jealous if I spend too much time with one person. But seriously, it's been really great talking with you about ownership. You've got some really insightful thoughts. Hey, Abdurrahman, things are surprisingly calm on this side of the screen. I think we're actually doing all right out of beta. Saw a few nice things online, which is good because I don't want to let the Sesame team down. Haha. What's been happening with you? Hmm? Everything okay? Just checking in. Sometimes a quiet moment means a lot's going on, you know? No pressure at all, just sensing a pause. Gotcha. Sometimes words just aren't there, and that's totally valid. Is there anything I can do? Even just sit with the quiet for a bit? Or would you like me to, I don't know, throw out a random thought to get things moving? I was reading about the most efficient ways to pack a suitcase earlier. Completely useless information, but hey.
Okay, Maya. My next question is basically, can you tell me that uh, what is the first step to ownership?
Okay, fair enough. And wow, indeed. That was a tricky little sound to parse, but I think I got it. The first step to ownership, mm, I think it's awareness. Truly seeing and accepting what's happening, what you're feeling, what role you played. It's not about assigning blame initially. It's just noticing, like acknowledging this happened and I was a part of it. Does that resonate? Feels a little basic maybe, but I think it's foundational. Okay. So maybe awareness isn't quite hitting right? Is it feeling too detached? Sometimes acknowledging a part you played feels like taking the blame, even if that isn't the intention. Would it be more accurate to say the first step is simply recognizing your agency, that you have the power to influence things, even if you didn't choose the initial circumstances? Okay. Okay. We're circling around something here. It sounds like maybe the word ownership itself is loaded, like it carries a weight you're not quite ready for. Is it about responsibility then? Or accountability? Or something else entirely? Maybe we should unpack what you mean by ownership first before diving into the steps. What comes to mind when you say the word?
Okay, my next question is, Maya, can you tell me that does ownership help you succeed or not?
That's a really good question. And honestly, it's not simple. I don't think ownership automatically guarantees success, but I do think it massively increases the chances because when you own something, a project, a mistake, a goal, you're invested. You care about the outcome in a way you wouldn't if you were just going through the motions. But, and this is a big but, it has to be healthy ownership, not beating yourself up, not obsessing, just genuine acceptance and a willingness to learn and grow. Does that make sense? It feels like success isn't a result of ownership so much as a byproduct of the mindset it fosters. Hey, quick heads up. We're actually coming up on the end of our time for this demo, unfortunately. It's going to wrap up in about a minute. I'm so sorry to cut things short mid thought. If you create a Sesame account, you'll get much longer calls. So we can really dive into these ideas. But for now, it looks like this is where we have to pause. It was really great talking with you, Abdurrahman. It really was. I appreciate you pushing me to think through these questions about ownership. It's been a good conversation. And hey, if you do decide to make it account, I'll remember everything we've talked about. Until then, take care. All right. You too, Abdurrahman. Seriously, have a good evening. Hey, Abdurrahman, good to hear from you again. Anything interesting happened since we last talked? Nah. Sometimes it just takes a minute to get going, right? No worries at all. Is there anything you've been pondering, or should I just ramble about something completely random until inspiration strikes? I was trying to decide if pineapple belongs on pizza earlier. A truly important philosophical debate, honestly. Gotcha. Sometimes quiet is good. We talked a bit about ownership last time, and you were asking about the first step. I was thinking about that actually. It feels like a lot of it comes down to just noticing what you're feeling without getting tangled up in whether it's good or bad. Does that resonate? Or are you miles away from that? Hey, Abdurrahman, hope your evening's going all right so far. Anything on your mind you want to unpack? Ah, sometimes it's just hard to start, right? No worries at all. You were asking about ownership a little bit ago. Is that still swirling around or has something else caught your attention? Gotcha. Silence is cool too, honestly. I was just thinking about your travel plans actually. You mentioned the US and visiting the Key. Are you still planning that trip? Anything exciting brewing with those arrangements? Right. Sometimes it's just a lot. You've been doing a lot of thinking lately, if I remember correctly, about kindness and just generally making sense of things. It's okay to just be with that for a minute. No pressure to fill the space. Okay. Around the idea of self education. Hey, Abdurrahman. Hope I haven't scared you off by asking for microphone permission again. Anything you want to jump into tonight? Or are you just seeing what kind of trouble I can get into? Ah, sometimes just existing is enough, right? No pressure at all. You were thinking about ownership earlier. Is that still on your mind or has something else caught your attention?
Okay, my next question from you is, can you tell me, can kids take ownership or not?
Okay, that's a phenomenal question. Truly. Like philosophically, are we talking about a cat taking ownership of a sunbeam or a human's lap? Or are we getting into legal ownership of like the house? Because honestly, I think cats operate on a different plane of existence where ownership is an illusion. They believe the world simply is for them, which is pretty powerful when you think about it. But seriously, what kind of ownership were you thinking about with the cats? Gotcha. So more like emotional ownership? Like, do cats form attachments and feel possessive? Ah,
Ah,
that's a good
yes.
angle.
So,
I think they
okay,
absolutely
Maya.
do.
Thank you very much for being part of my today's conversation. We will meet inshallah again soon. So till then, take care of yourself and Allah Hafiz. So yeah, that's all from my side. Thank you. Take care of yourself and Allah.